Welcome to Movie Reviews for Parents. Today we're jumping into the action-packed adventure of Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. Our main focus will be on the level of violence, adult content, profanity, alcohol, and drug use. Then in the second half, we'll give you our take on the overall movie. Hobbs and Shaw is a fun, action-packed, and humorous spin-off of the Fast and Furious franchise. With a running time of 2 hours and 17 minutes, the movie focuses on the unlikely partnership of Luke Hobbs and Deckard Shaw, two characters who have appeared in previous Fast and Furious films. They have to team up to stop a cyber-enhanced villain named Brixton Lore from unleashing a deadly virus that could wipe out humanity. Along the way, they also have to deal with Shaw's sister Hattie, who is an MI6 agent and the carrier of the virus. First, let's look at the level of violence. Since this movie falls in the action genre, as such, characters are frequently involved in physical altercations. The violence is mostly comic book style, with a lot of punching, kicking, shooting, and exploding, but not much blood or gore. The film features intense action sequences of gunfights, fistfights, and use of knives, guns, rocks, chairs, and anything else that's lying around. Individuals are also tasered, shot, and attacked with flamethrowers. A person's neck is broken. A character is shown with their back cut open for surgery. Several people are shown being tortured for information, some by repeated electrocution. As for adult content, in a couple of scenes a man and a woman kiss passionately. There are also several occasions where references to male privates are made, generally in an insulting fashion. As for profanity, by our count, there were about 18 uses of scatological profanity, 2 uses of sexual expletives, and a smattering of mild profanity in terms of Deity. In a couple of scenes, there are vulgar conversations referencing male private parts. Alcohol and drug use. A man is shown drinking beer for breakfast. An individual is shown taking 2 shots of an unspecified alcoholic beverage simultaneously. A character drinks a glass full of liquor. 2 people are shown drinking beer together. At this point, we would like to ask if you found value in this video so far. Then please thumb up, subscribe, and tickle the notification bell. Your support is much appreciated. Please continue watching to find out what this movie has to offer for parents. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw is directed by David Leitch and written by Chris Morgan, Drew Pearce, and Gary Thompson. Starring Dwayne Johnson, Jason Statham, Idris Elba, and Vanessa Kirby as Hattie Shaw. Now let's look at the positives. Director David Leitch, who has previously worked on action films such as John Wick, Atomic Blonde, and Deadpool 2, brings his signature style of fast-paced, well-choreographed, and visually stunning action scenes to this movie. The cinematography is also impressive, showcasing various locations such as London, Moscow, Chernobyl, and Samoa. The movie has a lot to offer for action fans, including some spectacular car and motorcycle chases. The main cast members deliver stellar performances that elevate the movie to new heights. Johnson and Statham are hilarious as they constantly bicker and insult each other, but also show their softer sides when it comes to their families. Elba is menacing and cool as the villain, who calls himself the Black Superman. Kirby is a strong and smart female lead who can hold her own in a fight and also has some romantic sparks with Johnson. The movie also features some surprise cameos from other famous actors who add more humor and fun to the story. As for negatives, we discovered that the film features a number of jokes and quarrels between Hobbs and Shaw that come across as excessively vulgar and unnecessary. Additionally, there are instances of implausible situations that one must choose to overlook to fully immerse oneself in the enjoyment of the movie. To conclude, parents should exercise caution when deciding whether to let children younger than 10 years old to watch this movie, mainly due to the intense action sequences and a number of vulgar conversations. That said, Hobbs and Shaw can be enjoyed by older kids and adults who like action and comedy. It is not a very deep or realistic movie, but it is entertaining and funny. It has a positive message about the importance of family and teamwork. And that concludes our review of Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. If you need a recap, feel free to rewind. Don't forget to hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and join us next time for more cinematic explorations. Thanks for joining us today, and we look forward to having you back for our next movie adventure. Until then, happy watching and may your popcorn always be perfectly buttered.